Meanwhile, Indian nun Mariam Thresia has been declared as a saint by Pope Francis in Vatican City today. Now, Thresia was amongst four other people who was canonized during a mass at St. Peter's Square, along with John Newman from England, Italy's Josephine Vanini, Switzerland's Margaret Bays, and Brazilian Idem Pontis. These are the live scenes from the Vatican City after the process of canonization has been completed. The Sister Mariam Thresia, along with four other people, has been canonized today. And with this, she has now been elevated to the position of a saint. The Sister Thresia was born in the South Indian state of Kerala back in the year 1876. Thresia, along with three of her other friends, had established a religious group called the Congregation of the Holy Family. Now, the group later became one of the most prominent religious congregations in the Syro-Malabar Church. The nun passed away at a young age of 50 in 1926. She will become the fourth nun from the state of Kerala to attain statehood. A canonization is an official act through which the Roman Catholic Church declares a deceased faithful as a saint. So canonization is the process that is involved in becoming a saint in the Roman Catholic Church. The Pope declares that a person practiced heroic virtue and is with God in heaven. The Pope enrolls the person on the list of saints, and this is how canonization process takes place in a nutshell. Now, the very first step, the process to make someone a saint, cannot normally start until at least 5 years after their death. Now, once the 5 years are up or a waiver is granted for this condition, the bishop of the diocese where the person died can then open an investigation into the life of the individual to see whether they lived their life with sufficient holiness and grace and virtue to be considered for sainthood. Now, in the third step, the Congregation for the Causes of Saints scrutinizes the evidence of the candidate's holiness, work and signs that people have been drawn to prayer through their example. If the congregation approves the case, then it is passed to the Pope. Now, the fourth step is to reach the next stage, that is beatification. A miracle needs to be attributed to the prayers made to the individual after the individual's death. Now, in the fifth step, canonization is, of course, the final step in declaring an individual deceased person as a saint. And to reach this stage, a second miracle normally needs to be attributed to the prayers made to the candidate after they've been beatified. Now, Catholic saints are holy people who have lived some extraordinary lives. Most saints, of course, don't set out to become a saint to begin with. Instead, they live a devoted and a holy life. Many saints over centuries have had an Indian connection. Others have been canonized, were of Indian origin, like Mariam Thresia. Now, Saint Alphonsa was an Indian religious sister and an educator. She was the first woman of Indian origin to be canonized as a saint by the Catholic Church and the first canonized saint of the Syro-Malabar Church. Now, born in the year 1805, Kyriakos Elias Chavara became the first male of Indian origin to be canonized. He was the co-founder of the Servants of Mary Immaculate Order. Thresia Elvathingal, another Syro-Christian nun of Indian origin from Kerala, was also canonized in 2014. Reportedly, the first of the many miracles that she had performed in her life was to cure a carpenter from bone cancer. The Mother Teresa, a Roman Catholic nun, was canonized on the 4th of September in 2016. She had lived in India for much of her life and is the founder of the Order of the Missionaries of Charity and is known for her extensive humanitarian work in Kolkata.